Have you ever walked out of a hair salon, looked in the mirror, and felt like the person staring back at you looked 10 years older than the person who walked in just an hour ago? It is a frustrating, almost heart-sinking feeling that many of us have experienced, especially as we cross into our 60s. But more often than not, the culprit is sitting right on top of our heads. Your haircut is the frame for your face, and just like a beautiful painting needs the right frame to shine, your features need a cut that lifts, brightens, and energizes your look. Today, we are going to dive deep into the world of ageless style. We are uncovering the 3 specific haircuts that are scientifically and artistically proven to shave a decade off your appearance, making you look vibrant and refreshed. But perhaps even more importantly, we are going to identify the 3 common hair pitfalls that are secretly adding years to your face. We are moving past the old-fashioned rules and the boring suggestions to find the looks that actually work for the modern, fabulous woman over 60. Grab a mirror and maybe a cup of tea, because we are getting into the high-stakes world of hair transformations right now. Let's start with the first major mistake that so many women over 60 make without even realizing it. We are calling this the heavy bottom or the triangle trap. You know the look. It is when the hair is all one length, usually hitting right at the chin or slightly below, and it is very thick or blunt at the ends. As we age, gravity naturally pulls the features of our face downward. Our jawline might lose a bit of its sharpness, and the hollows of our cheeks might become more pronounced. If your hair is bottom-heavy, it acts like a visual anchor, dragging the eye of the observer down toward the neck and jawline. It emphasizes every shadow and every fine line. This blunt, one-length look often ends up looking like a heavy curtain that is drowning out your personality. It creates a square, boxy silhouette that lacks movement and light. Instead of looking classic, it often ends up looking dated and heavy. If you feel like your hair is just sitting there like a weight, you might be caught in the triangle trap, and it is time to break free. Now let's talk about the first haircut that delivers an instant facelift without the surgery: the soft layered bob with face framing pieces. Unlike the heavy blunt bob we just discussed, this cut is all about elevation and light. By adding subtle, soft layers that start around the cheekbones or the chin, the hair gains a sense of upward movement. These layers break up the solid mass of hair, allowing it to swing and bounce. The real magic happens with the face-framing pieces. By tapering the hair around the eyes and cheeks, you are literally drawing a roadmap for the eye to follow, pointing directly to your best features. This cut adds volume at the crown, which is essential, because hair tends to thin out on top as we get older. By creating height at the top and softness around the edges, you change the entire geometry of your face, making it appear more heart-shaped and youthful. It is chic, it is sophisticated, and it works with almost every hair texture, from pin straight to naturally curly. Moving on to our second mistake to avoid, we have the severe slicked back look, or the tight helmet style. This often happens when we are afraid of our hair looks messy, so we use too much spray or pull it back too tightly. The problem with a severe stiff hairstyle is that it leaves the face completely exposed with no soft edges to blur the transition between skin and hair. As the skin becomes thinner and more delicate, we need softness to complement that texture. A stiff, motionless hairstyle looks artificial and harsh against the natural maturity of the face. It can make the forehead look larger and highlight any thinning at the temples. If your hair doesn't move when you turn your head, it's a sign that the style is working against you. This rigidity creates a visual barrier that feels uninviting and, quite frankly, ages the wearer by making them look like they are stuck in a specific, bygone era. In contrast, our second anti-aging superstar is the textured pixie with volume. Now I know what you might be thinking. I don't want to look like a little boy. But a modern pixie for a woman over 60 is anything but masculine. It is all about the texture and the ears. By keeping the sides and back slightly shorter and leaving plenty of length and texture on top, you create a look that screams confidence and vitality. The pixie cut is the ultimate way to show off a beautiful neck and a refined jawline. The secret here is styling products that provide a messy, effortless look. You want the hair to look like you just ran your fingers through it. This airy, spunky style suggests energy and a zest for life. It also does wonders for thinning hair, as the layers make the hair appear much thicker than it actually is. It's a bold choice, but it is one of the most effective ways to reinvent your look and feel a renewed sense of freedom. The third mistake we need to talk about is the long, limp, and dragging hair. There is a common misconception that long hair is inherently youthful. While long hair can be beautiful at any age, if it is thin, fine, and has no shape, it actually makes the face look tired. When long hair loses its luster and becomes stringy at the ends, it highlights any sagging in the face by providing a direct vertical line for comparison. It hides the neck and shoulders, which are often some of a woman's most elegant features. If you find yourself constantly putting your long hair in a messy bun just to get it out of the way, your hair is no longer serving you. It is just a burden. Hair that is too long for its current density will always look sparse, and sparse hair is a classic marker of aging. It's better to have shorter, healthy-looking hair than long hair that looks like it has seen better days. Our third incredible haircut for women over 60 is the shoulder-grazing shag with wispy bangs. This is for the woman who isn't ready to go short, but wants to lose the weight of long hair. The shag is a timeless cut that has been modernized with soft, choppy layers throughout the mid-lengths and ends. This creates a spectacular amount of movement. But the real game-changer here are the wispy bangs. Bangs are like nature's Botox. They cleverly hide forehead lines while drawing all the attention to your eyes. Specifically, wispy or curtain bangs are better than heavy, blunt bangs because they allow some of the forehead to show through, keeping the look light and breezy. This haircut provides a beautiful frame that softens the features and gives off a cool, relaxed vibe. It says that you are stylish, approachable, and completely comfortable in your own skin. Let's talk about color for a moment, because even the best haircut can be undermined by the wrong shade. One of the biggest aging factors is a color that is too solid and too dark. If you dye your hair a very dark brown or black to cover every single gray, you risk creating a shoe polish effect. This dark, flat color casts shadows on the face, making every wrinkle look deeper. It also creates a harsh line against the scalp when the roots grow in, which makes thinning hair even more obvious. The key to looking younger is dimension. You want highlights and lowlights that mimic the way natural hair reflects the light. If you are embracing your gray, which is a fantastic and trendy choice, make sure you are using a purple shampoo to keep those silver strands bright and vibrant, rather than dull and yellow. Bright, shining hair is synonymous with youth. Texture is another huge part of the equation. As we get older, our hair can change from smooth to a bit more wiry or frizzy. This is often due to hormonal changes. To keep any of these three great haircuts looking their best, you must prioritize hair health. Deep conditioning treatments are no longer a luxury. They are a necessity. When hair is hydrated, it reflects light better, and shiny hair always looks younger than matte. Dry hair. Think of your hair like a silk fabric. If it is wrinkled and dry, it looks old. If it is smooth and lustrous, it looks expensive and new. Investing in a high-quality silk pillowcase can also help prevent breakage and keep your style looking fresh for longer, which is a small price to pay for hair longevity. Let's go deeper into the soft layered bob. Why does this specifically work for women over 60? It's because it creates a lifting effect for the eyes. When the layers are cut to flip slightly upward or away from the face, they create an upward diagonal line. Our brains interpret upward lines as youthful and downward lines as aging. Also, the bob is incredibly versatile. You can wear it sleek for a formal event or tousled with a sea salt spray for a day at the beach. It's a cut that grows out beautifully, meaning you don't have to be in the salon every 3 weeks to maintain the integrity of the shape. It provides the perfect balance between being easy to manage and looking like you put in a lot of effort. Now, regarding the textured pixie, the secret is in the nape of the neck. A well-cut pixie should have a very soft, tapered neckline. If the back is cut too straight or too bulky, it loses its femininity. You want it to look soft and touchable. This cut also allows you to play with accessories in a way that other cuts don't. Statement earrings and beautiful scarves look absolutely stunning with a pixie because there is no hair in the way to clutter the look. It's a haircut that encourages you to step up your overall fashion game. It's also the fastest hair to style in the morning. A little bit of pomade or wax, a quick tousle with your fingers, and you are out the door looking like $1 million. The shoulder-grazing shag with wispy bangs is fantastic because it bridges the gap between classic and trendy. The layers in a shag are great for getting rid of dead weight at the bottom of the hair. If you have thick hair that feels like a mop, the shag removes that bulk while keeping the length. It gives the hair a lived-in feel that is very youthful. The bangs should be cut so that they hit just below the eyebrows and taper off into the side layers. This creates a seamless flow that contours the face. It's a very romantic look that adds a lot of softness to more angular faces. We also have to consider the lifestyle factor of these haircuts. After 60, many of us want style that doesn't require an hour of blow-drying and 3 different styling irons. The 3 cuts we've chosen are designed to work with your hair's natural tendencies. The layered bob works with your natural wave, the pixie works with your natural volume, and the shag works with your hair's natural movement. The less you have to fight your hair, the better it will look. Overstyling with high heat is one of the fastest ways to damage mature hair, making it look dull and aged. These cuts allow you to air dry or use a low heat setting while still looking polished. Let's talk about the psychological impact of a great haircut. When you know you look good, your posture changes. You stand a little taller, you smile more, and you engage with the world more confidently. That confidence itself is a major factor in looking younger. If you are hiding behind long, limp hair, or feeling frustrated by a helmet style that doesn't feel like you, it shows in your body language. A haircut that reflects your current energy and style is a form of self-care. It's an investment in your mental well-being as much as it is in your appearance. I want to address the fear of going too short. Many women are told that they have to cut their hair short once they hit a certain age. That is simply not true. You don't have to do anything. However, if you are holding on to long hair just because you've always had it, you might be missing out on a style that is far more flattering for your current face shape. The shoulder-grazing shag is the perfect 19 middle ground for those who love their length but need a refresh. It's about finding the length that makes your skin look brightest and your eyes pop. Sometimes, losing just 3 or 4 inches can make your whole face appear as if it has been lifted. Bangs are another area of fear. Many women worry that they look too young or girly. But wispy bangs or side-swept fringe are actually very sophisticated. They break up a large forehead and add interest to the face. They also act as a soft frame for the eyes, which are often our most expressive and beautiful feature. If you are nervous about bangs, start with a longer, side-swept version. You can always go shorter, but starting long gives you the chance to see how they interact with your glasses or your morning routine. Speaking of glasses, your haircut needs to work with your eyewear. Many women over 60 wear glasses daily, and your hair should complement them, not compete with them. A layered bob or a pixie cut looks especially great with glasses because they don't add too much bulk around the temples. If you have very thick hair and wear thick frames, the area around your eyes can become very crowded. Taking some of the weight out of the hair with layers or a shorter cut allows your frames to be a part of your style rather than a distraction. When you go to your stylist, communication is key. Don't just say, "Give me a bob." Bring photos. Show them what you mean by soft layers or wispy bangs. A good stylist will look at your face shape, your hair density, and your lifestyle before they even pick up the shears. Ask them how to style the cut at home. If they use 5 different products and a complicated technique, ask them for a lazy girl version. You need a cut that looks good on Tuesday morning, not just when you walk out of the salon. We also need to mention the importance of regular trims. Mature hair can be more prone to split ends and breakage. Even if you are growing your hair out, a tiny trim every 8 weeks keeps the ends looking sharp and healthy. Frayed. Split ends are a major aging factor because they make the hair look frizzy and unkempt. Think of a trim like a refresh button for your style. It keeps the layers looking intentional and prevents the hair from looking like it has just grown out without a plan. Let's revisit the 3 looks we should avoid: the heavy bottom, the severe slick back, and the limp long hair. If you look at photos of women who are often cited as aging gracefully, you rarely see these styles. Instead, you see movement, softness, and a bit of organized messiness. You see hair that looks like it belongs to a person who is active, engaged, and modern. These 3 no-go styles are often the result of habit or fear of change, but breaking those habits is the first step toward a more youthful you. It's also worth talking about hair density. It is an unfortunate fact that hair can thin as we age. If you are experiencing significant thinning, the textured pixie or a shorter bob are your best friends. These cuts allow you to build volume where it's needed and hide sparse areas with clever layering. Trying to keep long hair when it is very thin only emphasizes the loss of volume. A shorter, fuller-looking cut always looks more youthful than a longer, sparse one. Don't be afraid to lean into the volume that a shorter cut can provide. One final tip for looking younger through your hair: don't forget the shine. As hair grays, it loses its natural oils and can look flat. A clear gloss treatment at the salon or a high-quality shine spray can give your hair that glass-like finish that we see on celebrities. Light-reflecting hair makes the skin look more radiant and youthful. It's a final touch that takes any of our 3 recommended haircuts to the next level. The journey of style after 60 is about refinement and joy. It is about realizing that you don't have to follow the outdated rules of your mother's generation. You can be edgy, you can be soft, you can be trendy, and you can be classic. Your hair is an expression of this freedom. Choosing one of these revitalizing cuts is a way to tell the world that you are not fading into the background. You are just getting started. Think about the women you admire, the ones who seem to have a certain sparkle. More often than not, their hair is part of that magic. It's not about trying to look 20 again. It's about looking like the best possible version of 60. It's about vitality. A soft layered bob, a textured pixie, or a shoulder-grazing shag with wispy bangs are all shortcuts to that feeling of freshness. They are cuts that work with you, not against you. As you consider your next salon visit, take a good look at your current style. Does it lift you up, or does it drag you down? Does it feel like you, or does it feel like a habit you've been carrying for too long? Change can be a little scary, but it is also the most effective way to breathe new life into your appearance. You deserve to look in the mirror and love what you see. You deserve a frame that is as beautiful and vibrant as the person inside it. Remember, hair grows back. If you try a pixie and decide you want more length, it will grow into a lovely bob in a matter of months. But the risk is worth the reward. Most women who take the plunge into a more modern, layered, or shorter cut wonder why they waited so long. The lightness, the ease of styling, and the compliments they receive are all well worth the initial nerves. Fashion and beauty after 60 are not about correcting flaws. They are about celebrating life. A great haircut is a celebration of your face, your features, and your journey. It's a way to keep your look as current as your ideas. By avoiding the 3 common pitfalls and embracing these 3 fresh silhouettes, you are setting yourself up for a decade of style and confidence. We've covered a lot today, from the geometry of the bob, to the texture of the pixie, and the softness of the shag. These aren't just haircuts, they are tools for self-expression. They are ways to reclaim your look and feel energized every morning. Your 60s should be a time of incredible style, and your hair is the perfect place to start that transformation. Take these ideas to your stylist, have an honest conversation, and be open to a little bit of change. You might be surprised at how much younger and more vibrant you feel with just a few clever snips of the scissors. Your features are waiting to be highlighted, your eyes are waiting to be framed, and your confidence is waiting to be boosted. Thank you for spending this time with me. Ageless beauty is a journey we are all on together, and sharing these tips is a way to make that journey more fun and stylish for everyone. Keep experimenting, keep caring for yourself, and never forget that style has no expiration date. You are beautiful, you are vibrant, and with the right haircut, the world will see exactly that. Stay stylish, stay confident, and enjoy every bit of your fabulous journey through your 60s and beyond. A final word on the bangs. If you are truly hesitant, ask your stylist to cut them long, so you can tuck them behind your ears if you change your mind. This is a low-risk way to test the water. But once you see how they soften your face and hide those pesky forehead lines, you probably won't want to hide them. Wispy, breezy bangs are one of the most underutilized style secrets for women over 60. And regarding the bob, don't be afraid to play with the part. A side part can add instant volume at the roots and change the entire look of the cut. Changing your part is the easiest way to give yourself a mini makeover without any commitment. It can hide thinning at the crown and add a bit of drama and height where it's needed most. The textured pixie should never feel flat. Use a bit of dry shampoo or a texturizing spray to keep it looking airy throughout the day. This keeps the height at the top and prevents the look from becoming too severe. It's that airiness that provides the youthful vibe we are all looking for. Keep your hair hydrated, keep your layers moving, and keep your spirit high. You are in a wonderful season of life, and your style should reflect that. Whether you choose the bob, the pixie, or the shag, do it with a smile and a sense of adventure. You are a modern woman over 60, and there has never been a better time to look and feel your absolute best. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into ageless hair. I hope you feel inspired and ready to embrace a fresh new look. Your hair is your crowning glory, so let's make it shine. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep being the amazing woman you are. Your style journey is just beginning, and I can't wait to see where it takes you.